Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for quarter 2 of 2022. This is for April through June. And we're just going to jump right in here, Sag, and see what comes up for you at this time. And that'll be that. So, Sag, this is the Prisma Visions Tarot, by the way, if you're wondering what deck this is. And I will be clarifying in this reading, so there won't be a part 2. But let's see what we get going on for you. You have this Descendant card. It says Invitation on it. So I kind of feel like you're working on something here more than... you don't really feel like it's an invitation to anything. Is what I'm getting here. I feel like you've been working on something like a project or a business or a relationship, and you are being invited to share it with the world, or, you know, with your world, whatever that means for you. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Star here. The Star is really kind of like a card. And hey, how crazy is this? On the bottom of the little deck, the clarifying deck, you have the Star right there as well. But the Star is kind of like a card of showing off. It's a card of attention and getting attention on something. The Eight of Pentacles is really the work that you have done. So the Eight of Pentacles kind of represents material success on the horizon. To me, it's a card of quality work as well. And you also have the Three of Pentacles, which is the card of quality work showing up in your reading. So for a lot of you, this could almost be like a raise or a promotion, I feel, because there's just like some raise or promotion vibes going on here. And I feel like it's because of like quality work or work that you've been doing on something. So there could be a lot of success because of work. You also have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups kind of says maybe you've been disappointed up until this point. So if you have been working on things like a business or a career or a relationship, and you've been working on it, but things haven't been progressing as quickly as you would like, I almost get the feeling that things are speeding up here in your reading. I also just get the feeling it's a pretty simple row, this first row. I feel like for some of you, there's just money coming in that you need. Eight of Pentacles. Also, the Star could represent like healing your financial situation. In the area of messages from your future self, you have this Forgiveness card. I feel like the Forgiveness card is talking about forgiving a toxic situation from the past. I feel like you feel maybe you wasted your time on a relationship or a situation. It doesn't even have to be a relationship. It could be a job, a project, a business. And I feel that this is saying you need to forgive that part of yourself, whatever it is. It's like if it's a person, you're not necessarily forgiving the person. I feel like you're just forgiving, the situation that happened, and you're doing this to remove the pain, the poison from your own self, not from necessarily a toxic person that you were dealing with. You have the Devil, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. The Devil could be a toxic person that you have dealt with in the past. The Devil says you could still be tied to that situation. The two people on the Devil they still have chains around their necks, and they're connected to the Devil. The Devil really represents something that steals energy away from us. The Devil is a liar, number one. Number two, the Devil is something like an energy vampire, something that steals our life force away. So I'd be careful of that. For some of you, this could be with a Capricorn. For others, I do feel there could be a Capricorn that is coming in for you in general. The Knight of Pentacles really says to me that you've been thinking about putting work into something new. And I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is saying it's time to start putting work into new opportunities, new situations, things that you want to see grow. And you even have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work. It's a card of like all the work that you have done. It's a card of teamwork as well. But the Three of Pentacles, normally the Three of Pentacles form a fire triangle, and there's also a water triangle underneath the fire triangle. In the water triangle, it kind of says like there's more. There's more that he could create. There's more that he is dreaming of creating as well. The person who created the Three of Pentacles. I feel like that's what it's saying for you, is it's like you've created a lot, you've done a good job in your life up until this point and all that other good stuff, but maybe there's like more, maybe there's more that you could create, maybe there's more that you could be doing. I have a feeling when we clarify, we're going to figure out kind of like what that exactly is. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this child card. I would be very careful here, Sagittarius, if you're not wanting to have children, of course. If you are, then I say go for it, but it could be unexpected. Obviously, not all of you are going to be trying to have children, so the child card could just represent an unexpected opportunity that's coming in for you. Definitely looks like there could be a surprise here. You have the Tower. I always say, to me, the Tower, number one, is very necessary, but in a row, like the unexpected, the Tower can just represent a surprise opportunity. It could be a good thing. It doesn't have to be necessarily a bad thing. You have the Seven of Pentacles and Eight of Cups wanted to come out together there. The Tower and the Queen of Pentacles. There's definitely a major focus on your resources in this reading. Again, you start the reading with the Eight of Pentacles, and I kind of said I felt like there could be money or there are better finances coming in for you in this first row. I definitely feel that there's like an increase or more money coming in for you. Everything in your reading, though, is pushing me to say there's more, which, is probably a good thing, right? What I would say here is that you have the Knight of Pentacles, like in this diagonal, let's just go this way. You have the Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles really says, then that Three of Pentacles there as well, really kind of says to me that there could be more that you could be creating. So it's like if you're working on a business, a job, or anything, I would try to push it to limits here. I also would say that this isn't necessarily about working harder. I would say it's about working smarter. The Eight of Pentacles, normally the guy, he's mastering a craft. He's working on one thing. He's not working on 100 things. He's also not burning himself out. Devil. He's not, hustling his face off. I know there's like, it's funny. I just talked about Gary Vee in another video, but like guys like Gary Vee, I love Gary Vee, but at the same time, part of me is like, I really don't think people need to like, work their faces off and not have a life and like all that other stuff. So, I feel balanced, right? Number one. And we don't have to go crazy. We don't have to be hyped up all the time and all that other stuff. So what I would say here is that the Knight of Pentacles is my card of the 80-20 rule, and which means that 80% of your results come from 20% of your work. It's like, can you work? It would be better to like work like a solid 4 hours on what works than it would be to work 16 hours a day working on just a bunch of random stuff. That's what this reading is saying. So I feel for a lot of you that this is saying, if you can figure out what that 20% is that leads to the results in your life, I feel like there could be a lot of success for you. And this doesn't even have to be in work. It could be in relationships. It could be in business. It could be, anything. The Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, I feel like is you kind of weighing your options. I feel like you're looking at pretty much everything in your life. You're looking at what works and what doesn't work. And I really feel like you're, of course, removing the things that don't work in your life. The readings have been very emotional as well. You actually don't have any of the emotional cards that everyone else has been getting, but everybody's been getting these cards of like strong emotions. I would just say it seems to me like it's an emotional time. The Eight of Cups says, do not get sucked down into emotional whirlpools. It's like if there's something in the media or there's something else. It's not that you don't care about what's going on. Someone always attacks me. How dare you not care about, everything every single little thing that's going on in the world? Not possible. We are humans. We don't have the brain space to be able to do that. We have our own concerns and own worries, right? People can say that's selfish, but it's like, okay, yeah, but you worrying and panicking over every little thing, it's like you're not actually doing anything. If you cared, then you'd actually be doing something about all these problems, which we can't possibly care about every single little problem. We can't possibly take care of every little thing, right? So I'm not saying don't care about those things. I'm just saying don't allow those things to consume you with the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is, you get sucked into it. I always tell a story about cat ladies. When I was growing up, I had a lady in my neighborhood. She had about 900 cats, right? They were all a freaking mess. It's like, that's what happens when we try to take care of too many problems. We can't. It's not possible. So was she really helping those cats? No, they were basically being tortured because she couldn't take care of them all. She couldn't feed them all and all that other stuff. The Eight of Cups reminds us not to do that. It says, don't become a cat lady, cat person, cat man, cat whatever, right? Cats are great, I'm sure, but we don't need 900 of them, right? And you have the Tower right here. So the Tower, number one, I feel like could be a little bit of an unexpected opportunity that is coming in for you. I actually feel good about this Tower. So again, we're going to clarify in just a minute. And I feel like this is a good thing that's coming in for you. Not, again, not a bad Tower moment. In your last row here for advice from your guides, you have the stepping into a new experience. and you have this hat, it says you will be playing a different role. Like I said, hey, that's interesting. Because like I said, I feel like in the first row, there could be a raise or a promotion for those of you who are looking for a raise, promotion, or even if you're just looking for a job in general, this to me looks like a new job. For others, this could just be a new role in your life that you are accepting. You have the Death card, the Four Wands, and the Strength card. Pretty much everyone has had the Death card as well. So it wouldn't really surprise me if everybody is going through a change. It's kind of funny because every single sign had a million aces in their reading. Like multiple signs had 3 aces. I've never had that happen. Like rarely do I ever have a reading that has 3 aces, period, right? And it's like during these quarterlies, it's like a bunch of signs have had 3 aces. You don't have 3 aces, but you do have the Death card. And the Devil. And the Death card can just represent a new beginning. You also have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands can be marriage, but it's also a card of freedom or being set free. Four of Wands is a card of celebration, but it's also a card of like a new beginning. You're crossing through the threshold here in the middle of the Four of Wands to have some sort of new beginning. And the Four of Wands and the Death. I'm all tongue-tied today now. The Strength card is a card of kind of working towards something. The Strength card, normally the lady has her hands in a lion's mouth, and it kind of represents a display of strength. It represents doing something that gets the attention of other people. So I feel for those of you that are like working on any projects or businesses, there's like a lot of positive attention here. Then again, you have the Star card, which also would represent a lot of positive attention. So let's see where this reading is going, because I'm not really sure. Let's see. With the Eight of Pentacles and Devil, you have the King of Wands. Love it. I like this because it's like you're standing up to that devil energy, whatever the devil is for you. For some of you, I feel like it could be a person for sure. For others, I feel like it's just something that you feel attached to, and you could be releasing it. With the Four of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Wands. See, this is a good reading. It's like you're releasing burdens, so I really am liking where this is heading. The Ten of Wands can be a heavy card, but, the story of the Ten of Wands is that the guy, he has gone out to his field to collect his harvest. Those burdens that he is carrying, that is his harvest. He's about to reach his home. He's about to, put down his burdens. He's about to be successful, basically. So I feel like you're about to release some burdens. With the Star and the Three of Pentacles, Chariot, definitely a victory coming in for you here. It's like if you have any ideas to, improve something, like I said with that Three of Pentacles, he's done a good job, but, there's that upside down water triangle as well. It's like he knows there's probably ways that he can improve upon whatever it is he's doing. So what I would say here is that's going to lead to a victory. So if there are any things that you are thinking of that could improve what you want to do with your life or improve your relationships or whatever, I would definitely go for it. With the Devil and the Eight of Cups, you have the Two Wands. Two Wands is kind of like taking the lead on a situation. So you have the Seven of Pentacles as well with that Eight of Cups. I feel like if you feel that a situation isn't right for you, I would take the lead and I would leave the situation, right? It's, I feel like this is going to be something that is going to require some guts here, but you also have the King of Wands. He has a lot of guts, He's not afraid to stand up for himself. He knows that if something isn't right, he's going to leave. It could be a relationship, could be a business, could be whatever. We've all done this where we stay in situations much longer than we should. And I feel like this is saying, bring it to an end so you can have your new beginning. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Tower, you have the Hierophant. Hierophant is also a card of excellence. You have a lot of cards of kind of mastery here. Hierophant, Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. It's like you're trying to master a craft. Hierophant is a card of education. Hierophant is also a card of blessings. I feel like there could be some like unexpected blessings coming in for you. With the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Justice card. It definitely could be balance being restored to your life, especially if you've gone through a devil situation where something has, kind of stolen your energy. I also feel that your finances are balancing out, just like I said at the beginning of the reading, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. It's like your finances are balancing out with the Justice card. Justice is like cause and effect, so it's like if you're wondering, like we were talking about that 80-20 rule, if you're wondering what your 20% is, justice just says put energy into something. If it works, keep moving in that direction. Justice is very simple, and I feel like we overcomplicate things. Trust me, I did it for years. I overcomplicated things in my life. Like, there were times where I had things when I was younger that were working in my business, and I was like, there's no way it can be this easy, and then I would make it more complicated and it would stop working. So trust me, we all do this. We overcomplicate things because, what are we taught in school? That we have to work hard, that we have to do all these things. I'm not saying that we shouldn't work hard. I'm not saying we shouldn't put the work into things, but at the same time, it's like, does it have to be so hard? The answer is no, it doesn't have to be so hard. We don't have to make things hard. That doesn't mean we shouldn't work hard, right? And so I kind of get that here for the Justice card. Like I was saying earlier, work hard. I was saying work smarter, not harder. And, that's what I really feel like you're doing. With the Eight of Cups and the Death card, you have the Page of Wands. Yeah, like just a new beginning. I feel like you're very excited. I feel like a sense of hope here as well, which is interesting. Page of Wands doesn't really necessarily represent that, but I feel like you're feeling hopeful for the future. I feel like you're feeling hopeful for like the new changes that are happening in your life. With the Tower and the Four Wands, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands says don't give up, especially if you've had a Tower moment in the past. I feel for some of you, you've already had a Tower moment, like you tried to work on something, like a relationship or business, whatever, and you had a Tower moment. I feel like this is saying try again, like, don't give up. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Strength card, you have the Three of Cups. Definitely a celebration coming in for you. Three of Cups is a celebration, card of community, card of teamwork. So, everybody gets these cards of teamwork lately. And I always say teamwork makes the dream work. So make sure you're working on a team. Top row outcome, you have the Death card again. So you have the Death card twice up there. I just feel there is a change coming in for you. Even the Two Wands can just be a card of kind of reaching forward, grabbing onto something new. So that's what it looks like to me. Here you go. The World card. Middle row outcome is the World. World is like a rebirth. The World is just a new beginning. It's also a card of accomplishment as well. So I feel like you could be accomplishing quite a bit. And then your bottom row outcome, you have the Five of Pentacles. I would definitely get out of your head. Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. Again, I actually get the feeling that things are going to be going really well for you. Sometimes I think when things start going really well, we are just so used to things, not going well, that when things start to improve, we're like, okay, when's the bad thing going to happen? Five of Pentacles says, don't do that. It says, do not, create some sort of monster where one doesn't exist. Basically, sometimes I think we're always looking for drama. We're always looking for, a challenge when, again, one doesn't exist. I almost get that feeling here. I'm not saying that your quarter is going to be easy because there are definitely challenges here, but I just feel there are going to be situations where you're like, it can't be this easy. And, but I feel like those situations can be. It's like if something is working with the Justice card, trust that it's meant to work, is what I would say there. I also feel like if you are needing help with anything, friends, Three of Cups is really your answer. I feel like socializing, getting other people to help you is going to be very beneficial at this time. So that's exactly what I'd be doing. But it's a pretty straightforward reading. I like it. So thank you for being here, Sagittarius. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your quarter.